Welcome to the show, everyone. It's the Crypto Lark. Today, we're going to be talking about AELF. AELF wants to be the Linux ecosystem for blockchain. We're going to get into just what they mean by that after a massive thank you to all of you guys who keep hitting that like button, commenting on the videos, sharing these videos around, and of course, subscribing to the channel. The cryptocurrency community is amazing, so thank you guys for being here and being part of the community. And of course, you do have to remember that this is not professional financial advice, guys. This is just a dude talking about cryptocurrencies on this crazy place we call the internet. Let's get into it. First off, I think it's worth mentioning that AELF is going to be an open source operating system focused on the essential parts of really building out the ecosystem, improving existing chains, and also creating custom chains, which is very interesting. Now, we're really going to start by talking about the main chain. So the main chain is also going to have a multi-layer side chain. Now this, of course, is going to improve efficiency via load spreading. And of course, you're going to have purpose-specific builds for those side chains. There's going to be a very high focus on customization, even things like customizable consensus protocols. They're also going to be offering private chains for businesses, which are going to be really awesome because as a business, you'll be able to have your private blockchain, but you're going to be connected to an outside network, so you won't just exist in a silo. So you have a much more robust, secure system backing you. They're also focusing on external chain communications, so communicating with other chains. Yes, interoperability. They'll be interoperable with dApps on other chains, which is, of course, absolutely necessary moving forward for blockchains to have this focus of we have to communicate with the other chains, because if you don't, then your blockchain is a silo, which is exactly what you want to avoid. We're also going to have blockchain trimming to help avoid bloat as the blockchain moves forward. Performance improvements will be a big focus as well, things like parallel processing. So it's going to be a delegated proof of stake system, but multiple miners will connect and become one node, helping to avoid bottlenecks of having lots of single nodes all trying to process information. Of course, this will help increase the throughput. The more side chains that you have, the more efficient AELF will become, which is very interesting. Smart contracts are not all going to be bundled onto one chain, which is what you see right now with Ethereum. All the smart contracts are on the Ethereum blockchain. No, AELF has a different approach. With AELF, all the smart contracts are going to be running on side chains. So this is going to help spread that load around so that you don't have any given smart contract taking up a whole bunch of space on the main chain. Now we're going to have all these little separate side chains spinning next to, perhaps we could see a slower moving center chain or the main chain, which will be, of course, the final place where that data is compiled of what's happened on the side chains. The token, of course, the token is going to be the oil for the ecosystem. It'll be the gas that helps everything move from point A to point B, which is really cool. Now, this functions with any consensus protocol, which I think is very important because they really are looking to the future and saying, well, maybe better consensus protocols are going to come along. We don't want to be hedged into a particular consensus protocol, so we're open to functioning on any consensus protocol, which is very cool. There will be stakeholder permissions, so this is their approach to governance. So as a stakeholder in the AELF ecosystem, you'll be able to approve things like side chains, whether a side chain can come in or a side chain can go out, which is very interesting. Now, the idea behind this is that by having this governance model, you're actually going to help incentivize the best side chains possible with the best performance possible, which is really cool. Now, the use cases for AELF, as they list them, and of course you could throw on a few extras here too, digital assets, they're going to be doing ICOs, decentralized exchange, but also supply chain, finance, insurance, Internet of Things, and that's of course just a few of them. Taking a look at the team, we have some very capable people sitting on the team. My only concern, though, is that currently the team is very small, with only 6 people listed as being active team members here on the website. This may very well be a situation where we have a lot of developers who are not listed so that they don't get chased by headhunters all the time. But of course, we would like to see that team developing out as it moves forward. As far as advisors go, we do have some advisors with really great experience. And I think really worth pointing out here, the investors. We've got serious investment in AELF from some of the biggest cryptocurrency-focused investment firms. Hashed, Draper Dragon, Alphabet, FBG Capital, and on goes the list. So the VC firms have looked at this and gone, yeah, this is really good. We want to invest in it. And that is exactly what they have done. We have a test net launch for their asset chain, which is good to see that development, of course, moving forward. They've got lots of strategic partnerships, CNN Blockchain, U Network, Descent, Theta Labs, and a recent signing ceremony for a blockchain innovation alliance, which is awesome as well to see them taking the lead and saying, yeah, let's innovate, let's be the driving force for innovation, which of course is very encouraging to see. Now, there is a lot of other blockchain projects operating in the same space that AELF is, and they've got their own value propositions that they're bringing to the table, which I think are powerful and useful, but you do have to keep it real. The space is getting crowded, but at the same time, my personal feeling is that the space is not yet crowded enough. There are literally going to be hundreds, if not thousands, of very high-level, well-developed blockchains in the future. Interoperability is going to be the absolute key for those blockchains, which is why I'm happy that they're focusing on that interoperability, on the communication with other chains, and having that future thinking focus. Because no one blockchain is going to solve all problems, and nor should it. We'll have blockchains which are focused on specific industries, or we'll have blockchains that help deliver certain value to certain stakeholders, and that is the important thing. And AELF, I think, is really going to be an important part of that ecosystem. A lot of people have been calling this the Ethereum or the Neo of Singapore. Well, you understand why. It is another great platform for smart contracts and for building on top of. So I'm not surprised to see the comparison, but I think AELF is AELF, and that's something that I think is really worth pointing out. These projects all have their own value propositions, and it's really easy to make those comparisons and say that it's the this of the this country. AELF is AELF, and they've got a lot of great stuff that they're bringing to the table. Now, currently, AELF is trading for $1.79, which is not too bad. Now, we've seen previously the all-time highs have not been much above here. The most recent, of course, we saw about 207. Of course, about 21,616 in Bitcoin, so not too bad. But, I think this has got a lot of forward-moving potential. Now, there is a 1 billion maximum supply, which, of course, will be released over time. The current total supply is 280 million circulating supply, 250 million currently. The market cap's only $448 million. Considering where some of the other projects that are doing similar things are, you can see that AELF has a lot of room to grow. When we see that mainnet launch, for example, then I think we'll see some real action moving on AELF. And it hasn't ever really dipped super low either. We did see it down to 67 cents, 60 cents approximately, 7,079 Satoshis back in mid-March, but that's when the whole market was in a kind of a rough state. But I think this has got a lot of forward-moving potential. There's a lot of things to like about AELF, because one size does not fit all for enterprises. And they're offering a lot of enterprise solutions, and they're offering a high degree of customization for businesses. I think their blockchain has a lot to offer. Compared to a lot of other blockchain projects with similar features, AELF has been pretty low hype, actually. We see massive hype on some of the other ones that are also great projects, but perhaps a little overhyped at the moment, where AELF is underhyped at the moment. I like the tech that AELF is wanting to deliver. That customization and flexibility and future thinking is, of course, very awesome. Scalability via sidechains can also be a real asset here. A lot of partners, a lot of interest from the VC crowd. The social media presence is definitely growing at a good rate at the moment, so people are starting to find out more and more about AELF. And of course, I think as more investors get enthused about it, you're going to see that, of course, translating into a higher market cap moving forward. It's also earned some really great praise from other cryptocurrency YouTubers like Crush Crypto and Crypto Zombie. So this is one definitely keep an eye on, guys, without a doubt. But hey, those are just the two Satoshis of a dude talking about cryptocurrencies on the internet. You guys will let me know what you think about AELF in the comment section down below. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.